What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode on The Point. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit of background history for sports, but first we want to start off with the NFL Quickies. So it's going to be a brand new thing that we're going to do. For those of you that don't know what that is, basically I'm going to have Mark and Esteban. I'm going to read week twos and every weeks from here on out NFL season, and then they're going to make their quick predictions. So let's begin. First one, Los Buccaneers with the Panthers.
Panthers, easy.
Panthers.
Ooh, okay. Next one, Bills Giants.
Going for a quick, painless New York Giants win, 42-13.
I hate the Giants, so Buffalo.
Alrighty. Cowboys 2020 Super Bowl versus the Redskins.
I'm actually going with that. Cowboys.
I hate the Cowboys, but I have to pick them in this game.
Alrighty. The next one's going to be the 49ers and the Bengals.
49ers.
The Cincinnati Bengals are going to take this one.
Ooh.
Jimmy G all the way, baby.
Ooh. Chargers Lions.
The San Diego Charger. Oh, Los Angeles Chargers, actually.
Oh. In Philip Rivers, we trust.
Yeah.
Going with the Chargers.
Vikings Packers. Damn it, I almost said Pacers again.
The Minnesota Vikings. Going for Esteban's grandma out here.
Oh, very nice.
Vikings.
Packers. Love you, Nico. Alrighty. Colts Titans.
I'm going to go with the Titans. Easy, actually. Easy
Not in
Titans.
love with Jacoby Brissett. Going with the Titans.
Alrighty. Patriots Dolphins.
I mean, come on, man. On 3, 1, 2, 3 Dolphins, right?
New England. What?
Patriots? Yeah, Patriots.
Very nice. Seahawks Steelers.
Steelers
Seahawks.
take it at home.
Ooh, Seahawks go on the road and win it.
Ooh. Cardinals Ravens.
1, 2, 3 Cardinals?
I'm actually going to take the Cardinals.
Are you really?
I am. As
going
high
Ravens.
as I am on Lamar Jackson, I like Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I'm taking the quarterback who threw 5 touchdowns last week.
Alrighty. Chiefs Raiders.
Patrick Mahomes. The
Knock
Chiefs.
on wood if you're with me. Going with the Chiefs.
Ooh. Jags Texans.
Oh, this hurts my heart because I have to side with Joseph, but I'm going with the Texans.
I love Deshaun Watson, Houston, Texas.
Alrighty. Bears Broncos.
I love me some Bears in real life. I don't love them in the road. Yeah, I'm going Denver.
I'm going Chicago. Comeback performance.
Saints Rams.
I'm going Rams in Los Angeles.
New Orleans with that revenge game for sure.
Ooh. They had a great win. Eagles Falcons.
Eagles, sadly.
Eagles.
It hurts me to root for Philly.
I like Carson Wentz.
And your last quickie for today. Browns Jets.
Browns with the comeback and no Sam Darnold. So
Yeah,
Cleveland.
Sam Darnold somehow got mono. The oldest man ever to get mono, but I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns.
Alrighty, guys. So that completes the NFL Quickies. If you have any comments to see who you think was more right between Mark and Esteban, feel free to comment. On top of that, the loser has to eat something disgusting. So definitely please stay with us for the next week, and then you get to see what he eats. No, Joey, it's not going to be ass. But hopefully it is something disgusting and worthy of watching. So please stay tuned with us. Alrighty, so we're going to jump in right into our next topic. So we want to, basically for you, the audience, to actually get to know us a little bit more. So with that, I'm going to pass over to Mark, and basically what we're going to do is talk a little bit more about why we love sports, who we love, what we don't love, stuff like that. So Mark, I'm going to pass it over to you.
So for anyone who doesn't know me, I love all New York teams. I have my New York Giants cup right there. Yeah, Knicks hurt me every year, but I do love the Knicks. Mets fan, of course. I'm wearing the Detroit hat because my fantasy football team, but I'm not going to get into that. Yeah. No, but all New York all the way since I've been born, sadly. I do love my hometown Spurs, but I already had the other 2 New York teams, so I had to take on the Knicks, sadly. Go, Jeremy Lin.
Oh, man. Well, Spurs all day, every day. I don't know. I just love San Antonio. I love basketball. Manu Ginobili made me fall in love with the game. His Euro steps, the way, the flair, the way, everything he did when I was growing up. I
His beautiful hair.
always wanted to perfect whatever Ginobili was doing. So
Slapping the bat.
I love basketball. Baseball, man, I love the Rangers. I love them a lot, but they suck. They are terrible. The only good thing that's coming is the new stadium. I actually went to see them before this last stadium is about to close, so I'm going to be there next year to see the new one too. But yeah, man, I love the Rangers. They suck. I want to see them improve. So right now, as of right now, I like the Yankees too, along with the Phillies because of Bryce Harper. No, he is not overpaid, Mark.
I also like Detroit and Oakland. And
Whoa. No, first off, I like Oakland because of Moneyball. Brad Pitt, phenomenal. All right. That's the first case of a movie making me fall in love with the team that I have no knowledge on. And that's baseball. I mean, I also watch soccer. I know we might not have an audience for it yet, but I do like soccer. I usually only watch the World Cup. I used to love Landon Donovan. He was my favorite. But I'm not going to get all crazy about that one. And I am trying to catch up with football because I do not know nearly as enough as these two guys. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say Cowboys are going to do it 2020.
I knew you were
16-0. Dak Prescott, Jerry Jones, best owner. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to be that Cowboy.
You're going to make me throw up.
I am so sorry. I already got the jersey on the way, guys. Hey. Brokeback Mountain.
Oh.
Nothing wrong with that. All righty, guys. I'm going to turn it over to Esteban.
All right, so I'm born in San Antonio, raised in Minnesota most of my life. I do love the Spurs, but I have to say my favorite NBA team has got to be the Timberwolves. I fell in love with them even more so when I spent the first 3 years of college up there. So I love him. I do. I love Karl Anthony Towns. He's my favorite player from Minnesota.
Whose favorite player is Karl Anthony Towns?
Other than Kevin Garnett. I said favorite player from Minnesota, sir. Two of my favorite players growing up were Chris Paul and Derrick Rose, and we see how that turned out. One of the most interesting picks as far as players go for me is who I think is the greatest is LeBron James, and we can argue that later. NFL-wise, I am a fan of the Saints. I have a Minnesota bias for the Vikings, so there's definitely some love there. I do like the 49ers as a bandwagoner, I'll admit, only because I do love Jimmy Garoppolo. But my number one team that has my heart and full commitment will be the New England Patriots. Has been since 2007 when I first started watching the NFL.
Great year.
Shut up.
We started watching football the same year, actually.
Did we?
Except one of our teams won.
Hey. There was angels in the end zone with you, okay?
Hey, man. It was around the 50-yard line, actually.
Never do that again.
Probably not. I don't care.
It went down in the books, buddy.
That is why I hate the Giants. I absolutely despise them, and God forbid they make a wild card this year. I really hope they don't. As far as soccer goes, I've just barely started watching. I have to admit I don't fully understand how the time works and whatnot. It's confusing to me, but interesting to watch, especially during the World Cup. Baseball, it just bores me to death until the playoffs.
How dare you, good sir?
Until the
As
playoffs,
a good
it's
Southern
just
man,
it's
how dare you.
oversaturated. And that's about it as far as sports go. I don't really watch.
You don't have a favorite WNBA
Oh,
team?
you know what?
How dare you, Esteban?
I do
What
have
about the female crowd.
I do have a favorite WNBA player, and again, it's the Minnesota bias. It's Maya Moore. Girl can ball.
I'm sorry. Do you mean
She
Candace
can-
Parker, the greatest, the goat?
She is awesome, but she's not Maya Moore. And but one
That's
of
all
the
I
other
know.
things was UFC. I'm a huge fan. You'll hear some takes from me, some picks, especially with this next event coming with Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal. Nate Diaz will take the win, by the way. And so you'll definitely be hearing from me a lot about UFC. I'm a huge fan. and I'm trying to get these guys into it as well. So
I also love two animals beating the shit out of each other.
I can't get into two guys in their underwear fighting.
I can get into
they're
it.
in
Prefer not
shorts.
to.
So
I prefer if they were in underwear.
same thing that happens in Joey's room all the time. It's not that impressive, bro.
He throws 3/4 around the ground.
I'll watch the baseball playoffs if y'all watch UFC.
All right.
Not worth it.
Last one before we wrap up this video. So we talked about basically what we love. What are some teams or some sport moments that we don't love? We got to mention the painful ones, man.
I'll go first.
We can't let our crowd know just the best. They got to know the ugly too, man.
I'll go first on
All
this
right.
one
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it should be
away.
obvious.
Yeah.
My first year, I'll never forget because it's my senior year or my junior year watching this, and it's the 2007. What was that? The 2008 Super Bowl, right?
2008 Super Bowl.
So then this was my senior year watching the game. I was up by myself in the
I
room.
was 6 years old.
And
Okay.
I was upstairs watching it because nobody in my family watches sports. So I'm watching the Patriots versus the Giants. And obviously I'm a bandwagon because I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
And the Patriots were, 18-0?
Yes.
Right?
18-0.
With Randy Moss going
Yep.
against the trash New York Giants team.
How dare you?
I even
Continue.
snuck a case of Sam Adams up there, because I do love the New England area. Samuel Adams from the New England area, right? So I was drinking by myself, watching the game, and I was so excited back and forth. It was a great game, but
Amazing.
I'll never forget the moment that they blitzed Eli Manning. I forget what quarter. I want to say the fourth. They blitzed him. They all got hands on him, and this man still pulls away long enough.
The GOAT,
to
the
get
manimal,
a
Eli
bomb
Manning.
off, and that was the Victor Cruz helmet catch.
No, it was
That was the
that was
right?
a no. That
Oh,
was
which
David
one was
Tyree.
that? Was that on the on
So,
the
That was
sideline?
around the no. That was the 2011 Super Bowl.
Oh no, you're right. I'm getting
So-
there's another heartbreaker.
Yeah,
But yes,
2007 was a David Tyree helmet catch.
the Eli Manning pulling away
Yeah,
was
that
the
one was
harshest moment for me to watch because it was the demise of my Patriots.
So I don't know a lot about football, but honestly, the putting it to the helmet and coming down, I knew about that play.
I didn't want to talk about 2011 when it happened.
Oh.
That was 2012.
So it was a 2011
11-12,
season,
yeah.
2012 Super Bowl. But yes, that was the one with the Manningham catch in the left sideline corner pocket over a safety and corner. The greatest. No, I'm kidding. No, it was a great catch, though. Great throw, of course.
And both times the Giants were wild card, right?
Both times the Giants were wild card. The first time they were 10-6. The second time 9-7. Went all the way through all away games.
Trash.
And somehow both times played the Packers. Beat them both times.
This is
Both
what
times in
I'm
Lambeau.
saying. They cannot make the wild card this year.
Eli Manning is worst quarterback to go there, and then he gets to the
Win.
playoffs, and then he turns into a god.
He turns into Peyton Manning.
Well, let's not get wild. One of them, is great
Hey,
in playoffs.
I hate
Eli had to
the Giants
before
so
Peyton.
much.
I guess for me, I have 3. I'm not gonna take forever with them though. I don't want to start crying here. So, first major heartbreak. Oh man, the first one was the 2010 World Series, Rangers. Wow,
I
it
actually
sucked.
watched that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Actually, I take it back. The 2010 hurt, but I think the one that really, really hurt me was the 2011, because we were up 3-2, and we were 1 strike away, and David Freese just had to hit it, and man, it broke me. I'm not gonna say I was crying, but I was close to.
That was
And my
against the
mom
Cardinals,
said,
right?
"Hey, don't be crying. Don't be getting mad. There's the next game." I was like, "What are you talking about the next game? Game 7? We're not going to win? I'm not even going to watch." There I was watching Game 7. We lost. That literally hurt me.
Yeah.
The next one, and I think if you're from San Antonio, you can relate to this one easily. Oh, the Ray Allen 3. Wow.
Oh yeah.
So we have a friend here that talks about the .4 with the Lakers. That shot's nothing. The Ray Allen 3 sunk all of San Antonio's heart. Anyone can relate. We were up. That thing was ours, and we lost. It hurt. That hurt. But I didn't cry. But
LeBron's foot was on the line.
this one made me cry. And no one's going to remember. The World Cup. USA versus Ghana. I honestly was stupid. I don't know. I thought we were going to go all the way and win our first World Cup. Delusional, sure, whatever.
It's not the female team, bro.
Oh, man. Literally, honestly, yeah. Probably the females have a better chance of going and actually representing because they actually kick ass. But I'll never forget, that one. I don't even remember his name anymore. The Ghana player just scored a goal in OT, and I don't know what overcame me. I was only like, I don't know, like 14, so I became like a little 14-year-old kid and just started crying. I don't know why. But, yeah, those are my heartbreaks, so I'll pass it over.
I only have one. I still can't watch the video to this day. I remember watching this football game with my younger brothers, with my dad, and I'll never forget. Oh, that was a good one, too. But, no. I will never forget watching this game with my dad, my little brothers. We were so happy. I was wearing a brand spanking new Kevin Boss New York Giants jersey.
No idea who that is.
They were playing. How dare you? He actually played with the Patriots. Regardless, he ended up, or the Giants were playing the Philadelphia Eagles with that terrible man, Michael Vick.
Oh.
And the Giants were up by, I think, in this game, like 35-17 in the fourth. Like, Eli Manning had thrown 5 touchdown passes, 3 of them to Kevin Boss. I was so happy. And slowly but surely, Michael Vick slowly came back. And all of a sudden it was 34-17. So 34-17, slowly the Eagles came back all the way into the fourth, where the Eagles were up by 6 points. And Giants had to kick the ball to Deshaun Jackson. And I'll never forget watching this play because he catches it, and it falls straight through his hand and it touches him. And I remember looking at my dad, and my dad goes, it's a fumble. The Giants have to get it. I'm like, oh, yes, it's over. We're going to win. It goes straight through him. He picks it up, looks around, and just kind of goes straight through and just breaks free. And I'm just watching as slowly the Giants are losing the game. And I remember just watching so sad. And he scores, and he's waving around, and the Eagles came back. And I look at my dad, and my dad just looks so defeated. And, like, I just felt a single little teardrop right there. Oh. That's when my dad started beating me, guys. It was terrible. I don't blame him. I had to beat my younger brothers. It was over. But I'll never forget that feeling of, like, knowing how sports can hurt. Because that was after, watching Super Bowl and being so happy. And then watching Deshaun Jackson step on your Giants. Oh, man.
Because they're trash.
How dare you? I got to take a break. Let's cut this one.
That's what you do with trash, sir.
Alrighty, guys. So that definitely concludes. Mark is crying, so I don't want to continue this. But, yeah, thank you for watching this video. And if you liked it, just go ahead and hit that like button. Thank you, guys.
Subscribe.